The Sam Houston State University Campus Security Authority Training version 2019. The Campus Security Authority Training Overview involves the origin of the Clery Act and its purpose, who are campus security authorities and their procedures, how travel plays a part in reporting, and the additional important information and contact information for you to remember.
This is probably one of my favorites, but most people don't think of her as this serious, but this is the real Jean. She's absolutely charming, delightful, but a pretty tough competitor if you're on the court with her playing tennis.
The Clerys wanted what every parent wants for their child, a safe, comfortable place where their daughter could learn and grow. In 1985, the Clerys were looking at colleges with Jean. They eventually settled on Lehigh University in scenic Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
She just loved the campus, and I just loved the fact that it was 1 hour and 20 minutes away. She was excited. Oh, she was. She was in the safest place she possibly could have been in.
On a Saturday night in April of 1986, nobody saw the harm in propping open the door here at Jean's residence hall. After all, it made coming and going much easier. But then the unimaginable happened. As night turned to morning, another student came in through that prop door. But he wasn't coming home from a night out. He was looking for rooms to rob. Jean was asleep in her bed when he came in to her room.
He did everything. He strangled her to death, but he also raped her.
Still personal to me. Still, something that I'll never forget. This is the case file for the entire Clery incident.
Ed Shoup was a public safety officer when Jean was killed, and now is the chief of police at Lehigh University.
It was my case. I was the lead investigator for Lehigh, along with two state troopers at the time when the incident occurred. And we put a lot of time and effort into a tragic incident, very tragic. My feelings always go out for the Clery family.
At that time, no laws required universities or colleges to track or disclose crimes that occurred on campus.
There had been 38 violent crimes. It was not public knowledge. Nobody would know that. Nobody knew anything. But I knew I was going to have to do something to try to prevent other parents, other students of this eternal nightmare that never goes away. Never goes away.
And what they learned was that there really was nothing governing college campus safety. There was nothing to make us aware of crimes happening on or around college campuses.
So Connie and her husband Howard worked tirelessly to convince Congress to pass the Jean Clery Act. It's a federal law that requires campuses to track crimes committed on campus and share that information with the public to make campus communities safer.
I didn't know if anyone had thoughts about getting pictures, what we could do with that in the newsletter, on the website.
Allison Kiss heads the Clery Center for Security on campus.
The goal of it is to make parents, students, prospective employees aware of crimes in or around campus.
The Campus Security Authority's purpose, then, is to act as the first line of defense in the security and safety of the university community, to provide a means of communication to Sam Houston State University public safety that may prompt an emergency notification or timely warning to the SHSU campus of a current or continuing threat, and to increase the accuracy of crime statistics for prospective students, prospective employees, students, faculty, staff, and visitors to the campus.
Campus security authorities, known as CSAs, serve a critical role in protecting your fellow students and the campus community in general. So typically, who are CSAs?
The most common would be public safety campus police officer. Next, it could be someone responsible for campus security. So it may be someone who's monitoring entrance to a residence hall. It could be someone with significant responsibility for student activities, and that's probably the broadest category of campus security authorities. That's where we're going to see resident assistants, coaches, advisors to Greek life or clubs, fact, when students are reporting crimes, they may not go to campus police or public safety. That's where we want them to go. But they may go to someone they have rapport with or someone that they trust. That may be their advisor to their Greek club, it may be their coach, it may be their resident assistant.
Remember, CSAs are people who are designated to report crimes to public safety. So who on campus is not a CSA? Faculty who don't have responsibilities beyond the classroom, clerical or cafeteria staff, and professional or pastoral counselors acting specifically in those counseling roles.
Who are our campus security authorities? They include the provost, associate provost, and assistant provost, vice presidents, associate vice presidents, and assistant vice presidents, the deans, associate deans, and assistant deans, and directors of campus departments, academic advisors, residence life managers and residential advisors, all athletic directors and coaches, advisors and sponsors for organizations, all police personnel, and all law enforcement hired for special events. The following procedures are inclusive, assuring a safe environment, resources, and supportive, caring people committed to completion of information on a report that is then submitted to the University Police Department. Crimes to be reported include the primary crimes of murder and non-negligent manslaughter, negligent manslaughter, aggravated assault, arson, burglary, robbery, and motor vehicle theft. Under sex offenses, you report on rape, fondling, incest, and statutory rape. Under the topic of alcohol, drug, and weapon violations, you would report liquor law violations, weapons possession violations, and drug abuse violations. On the topic of hate crimes, report larceny, theft, simple assault, intimidation, destruction/damage/vandalism of property. Also, Violence Against Women Act or VAWA crimes such as domestic violence, dating violence, or stalking. A reminder, do not attempt to investigate the case being reported. Your first step in the CSA procedures to make a report is to determine if the subject is safe, and if the person feels endangered, contact SHSU PD immediately at 936-294-1000 or 936-294-1800. Provide comfort is step 2. Make sure the reportee is safe and comfortable. The reportee may be the victim, a witness, or even the suspect. Offer law enforcement is step 3. You must offer to contact law enforcement in the jurisdiction the crime occurred in for them. Do not attempt to persuade the person making a report to contact law enforcement. Step 4 is to be clear. You must be clear and upfront with the person making the crime report that you will have to submit the report to public safety. And in some instances, a report may be forwarded to the Dean of Students by the SHSU Chief of Police. You must advise the reportee that there is no guarantee of confidentiality when making the report. An anonymous report can be made at shshU.edu/silentwitness. Step 5 is to provide the reportee their student rights. If the crime is also a violation of Title IX, you must provide the reportee a copy of student rights, or you can find it on the SHSU PD website under Resources. You can find it at https://www.shsu.edu/DEPT/SAFETY/UPD/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/UPD/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFETY/SAFET student-rights.html. Step 6 is to make the report. You can find the report on the SHSU PD website by clicking on Forms near the top of the page. Then click on the drop box where it says CSA Crime Report Form, located at shsu.edu/POLICE. SHSU is responsible for reporting crimes that occur on all properties and buildings that serve in supporting the educational purposes of SHSU to the University Police Department. Under the Clery Act, properties that crimes would be reported from include on campus, public property adjacent to the perimeter of the campus, residence halls, and non-campus property. This would include travel by sponsored student organizations or classes that travel and have an overnight stay or longer at hotels, motels, etc. These properties must be tracked, whether it is owned, leased, rented, or by a written agreement utilized by SHSU. A note: sponsoring something is the act of supporting an event, activity, person, or organization financially or through the provision of products or services. The individual or group that provides the support, similar to a benefactor, is known as a sponsor. All student organization advisors or sponsors are CSAs and are required to submit a Clery Act travel form at the end of each different overnight stay. The forms can be filled out and submitted by cell phone or online. The form is located on the SHSU PD website under Forms or with this link: https://SHSU.CON.QUL/FORM/JFE/FORM/FORM/V_PMFL3. If a CSA is unable to travel with the group, the CSA may designate an individual within the group to submit all the accurate information to him for submission to the Campus Security Authority Coordinator, or the designee may submit the form as long as all information is correctly entered. The faculty who accompany a class is responsible for submitting the travel information to the departmental CSA, or, again, may have a designee submit the information to the CSA coordinator as long as the information is correct. All forms should be submitted at checkout from the hotel or motel for accuracy, or as soon as possible thereafter. If more than one crime is associated with the criminal act, report all associated crimes and the SHSU PD Chief of Police will determine proper statistical reporting. Your CSA report, upon meeting the requirements for statistical reporting, appears in the SHSU PD crime log. It is located at https://www.shsu.edu/deppt/public/CRIMELOG.html, or the third link entitled Daily Crime Logs under the tab Reports. After submitting the crime report, you will be emailed a copy of your report. Under the Clery Act, you are required to retain that copy for 7 years. If you do not receive the email, contact the CSA coordinator for a copy. be mindful that it is a federal report and subject to the laws involving confidentiality. Should a Clery Act audit occur for SHSU, some CSAs will be contacted and questioned concerning the information in this program, procedures, or about a report submission. The designated Campus Security Authority Coordinator at this time is Patrol and Compliance Officer Joe Thornton. Should you have any questions not covered by procedures or other information on the SHSU PD website concerning CSAs, you can contact them at 936-294-1065 or email at jft010@shsu.edu. Officer Thornton has numerous responsibilities, including collection of information that is supplied by CSAs, are well documented, and the appropriate agencies are notified when necessary. On the SHSU Police website, you will find the necessary links, documents, procedures, and reference to aid you in supporting a victim who is reporting the crime, and accurate statistical reporting on behalf of SHSU.